Is AMC off the threshold securities list? No, it is not. The market was closed yesterday. Do not listen to the FUD. What's going on, guys? Socks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, stay till the end of the video so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. Today we are going to go over some DD as well as some charts, as well as clearing up some FUD that is in the air regarding AMC and GameStop. Without further ado, all I ask you to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. So first of all, we won't know if AMC is off the threshold securities list until the market closes today, and if it is on it for the 13th consecutive days, failed to delivers will be forcefully covered on the open market. Moving on, did Adam Aaron sell Ape illegally? According to Al from Boston's video, this had people freaking out, and this was debunked. No, he did not. For immediate release, SR/NYSE 2020-85 amended the 20% rule, no longer requiring shareholder approval as long as the sale was for cash and the price was at least the minimum price, and Terra's December 22nd deal reflects a weighted average price of, this is a typo, he meant to put 82 cents, shout out to Tony DeNaro, per ape unit, and therefore was above the December 22nd mid price. Note, this is in reference to the press release made on Twitter to NYSE that AMC is in violation of Rule 312.03c. On top of that, Peter Hahn tweeted, as I noted earlier today, if it was an issue, I would have expected the NYSE to have acted on it already, which is the exact same way I felt about it. Clearing up something else, Phase 6 margin requirements. A lot of people are talking about Phase 6. What is Phase 6? How is this affecting the threshold list? A lot of people are just assuming Phase 6 is affecting the threshold securities list and putting AMC on the threshold securities list because of margin requirements kicking in for contracts that expired 6 months out of the date Phase 6 was initiated. Whether this is true or not, it is speculation, and we are on the threshold list for 12 days so far, potentially being the 13th day today. Moving on, QSIP number. QSIPs are assigned by the Committee on Uniform Securities Identification Procedures when a financial security registers as a financial instrument on an exchange. QSIPs are unique identifiers, so there is no duplicate in the system. Each character in the QSIP has a meaning. A lot of people are talking about, dude, the QSIP numbers are the exact same. Is Adam Aaron screwing retail? The first 6 characters identify the issuer and get alphabetically assigned. The following 2 characters, the 7th and 8th characters, identify the type of securities with the last digit serving as a check digit. AMC QSIP number 00165C104, same as Ape except the last 2 is 03. Now the first 6 characters identify the issuer and get alphabetically assigned. However, the last 2 identify the type of security, aka common and preferred for AMC and Ape. Now the question is, on the vote confirmation from Fidelity, it shows the first 6 characters the same for both Ape and AMC, but not the remaining characters to distinguish between the two. I called Fidelity, but they had no real answer why. But the vote reflects the first 6 characters. AMC is the issuer. Conversion and reverse split will affect the QSIPs independently. The vote, though, remains solely AMC Entertainment, the issuer of Ape and AMC. Before we get into the charts, touching on some Ortex numbers, 23.3% short interest utilization maxed out on AMC, and the cost to borrow skyrocketing for an average sitting at 924%. So the average short seller across the board is paying 9 times their position just to borrow shares against the stock, and the minimum is paying over 700%, and the max is sitting at 955. So all in a very, very high range. The pressure is there on AMC, probably the highest we have ever seen it. As for Ape, 6.58% short interest reported, utilization dropping at 76%, and the cost to borrow rising as well, sitting at 12.51% across the board. According to Stock Tracker for AMC, 0 shares available to borrow, 42,000 calls compared to 16,000 puts expiring in the money, with more calls bet out of the money than puts as well, so we are winning on the options chain. Short exempt volume kind of lowered with the short percentage still high. Touching on the chart real quick, this is still a possibility in the bear case scenario, especially depending on what the S&P 500 does. This cycle back here that happened in December/January of 2021 into 2022, which pushed AMC to a new downside set of lows. If AMC ends up scaling all the way up to $7 and potentially breaking through, I think that's completely invalidated. However, I do want to watch it until then. right now what you might be seeing is them trying to get AMC off of the threshold list, covering some fails to deliver. AMC currently up 12%. In my opinion, anything significant is going to be a break over $7 going forward. As for GameStop, GameStop's looking solid today. However, it is down 5.09%. I'm following this cycle right here, and I do think GameStop is going to have a jump back up to $23.50 before getting rejected. I think that is going to come tomorrow, so maybe a 10 to 12% day come tomorrow. According to the stock tracker for GameStop, 300,000 shares available to borrow at a most recent fee of 13.4%, so the fee is not looking too hot. 5,000 calls compared to 4,000 puts expiring in the money, so we are kind of even on the options chain as well. Bulls versus bears aren't really winning either side, and I think GameStop will be a sympathy play following what AMC does. Also, both of them following potentially what the market has in store. Speaking of what the market has in store, a lot of people are freaking out about the yield curve and where it's at right now, maybe pointing towards that the S&P 500 is going to have another crash to the downside, finding new lows going forward. Now, yesterday we called out exactly to a T what the S&P 500 would do, come down and test that $400 level, which it's doing right now. And this is something that I was looking at if we were sitting in a bear case scenario, which we would have another rip back up to 417 over the next week and a half before essentially coming back down and retesting this trend line around 385. However, for this to be valid, the SPY has to hold 400. If it does not hold 400 today, really watching specific levels around 393, and essentially we just have to pay attention to data going forward for the S&P 500. Now, the SEC has charged the Mormon Church for trying to hide its $32 billion stock portfolio from the public, and India and Singapore have linked their digital payment systems UPI and PayNow to enable instant and low-cost fund transfers in a major push to disrupt the cross-border flow of money between the two nations that amounts to over $1 billion each year, while Polygon Labs fires 20% of its staff, and eToro gains regulatory approval to offer crypto services in New York, which is very scary. I don't vouch for eToro as a platform at all. You guys let me know in the comments if you actually use that platform. Finally, if you want to throw something on your list, somebody tagged it on Twitter, so shout out to Daniel Johnson. ADPV has been on the threshold list for 13 consecutive days. I have not fact checked this, but if you do want to put it on your radar as a short squeeze play or just a stock on your radar in general, shout out Daniel Johnson. Guys, I just want to let you know that people have been legitimately killing it in Discord with the gains. So if you guys don't want to miss out on stock opportunities, make sure to pop in the Discord link in the description down below, where we post gains, losses, have a general stock chat with over 300 of the most amazing members. I drop my video links as soon as the videos come out, plus you can request videos in there as well. Make sure to join that. Link is in the description down below. Also, the AI sector is hot right now for stocks, and Moomoo is doing a brand new sponsor for a limited time. If you sign up using my link in the comments or the description down below to download Moomoo and deposit $100, you are going to get 2 free AI stocks. On top of that, 5 extra 7 stocks. And if you deposit any more, you will continuously get free stocks all the way up to 17 free stocks, so it's legitimately free money. They also added a new plug to their platform where if you search in the stock search bar ChatGPT, it's going to give you a list of a bunch of AI related stocks, so it's a super dope tool to use. Plus, they give you free level 2 order book data, access to trading options, going long, going short, further expiration, strike prices, a customizable earnings calendar, and more. So make sure to go do that using my link, guys. Overall, that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you found value out of the video or enjoyed watching. Make sure to go press those links down below and get your free money. Sentiment going forward, AMC could definitely be squeezing. I love you all. Lottery stocks out.